under the leadership and vision of our Honorable Chief Minister, we are collectively committed to provide the most business-friendly environment in the country. The state government is keen to listen to the business community, to know their needs and concerns. We request you all to guide us and support us in our endeavor. There are policymakers, thought leaders and visionaries amongst us, and we seek their valuable advice and support in promoting investment in the state. We are keen to learn from you, focus our approach and support in promoting investment and work with you in pursuit of our shared goals. We welcome you all, sir. I also welcome my colleagues, friends from the media and various organizations and associations that have tirelessly working with us to put this summit together. The overwhelming national and international presence in the summit is a proof of confidence industry and businesses have reposed in Bengal. And I wish that this platform provides more insight into the spirit embraced by the state government. I am confident we will have some very meaningful interactions during the course of this summit. This will become the starting point for you to explore the investment potential and business opportunities in Bengal and to take part in our journey of industrialization and growth. I once again welcome each and every one of you to this event. Thank you.
I would now call upon Dr. Amit Mitra, Principal Chief Advisor to the Honorable Chief Minister and Finance Department, Government of West Bengal, holding the rank of a Cabinet Minister, to kindly take over and conduct the proceedings for the day. Sir.
Thank you very much indeed. What a pleasure to see such a galaxy today at this fabulous place that Honorable Chief Minister conceived and executed as perhaps the largest in India in quality as well as size. It's a pleasure and an honor for us. It's an honor for us all to invite His Excellency the Honorable Governor of the state to come and make his inaugural address. The inaugural address by you, sir, Honorable Governor. Yes, inaugural address by the Honorable Governor. Sir.
Honorable Chief Minister West Bengal, Srimati Mamata Banerjee, distinguished dignitaries on and off the dais, participants in the Bengal Global Business Summit 2022, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Very warm greetings to all of you. Indeed gratified to be amongst you all at the 6th edition of BGBS 2022. As constitutional head, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all in Kolkata, city of joy, a city eminently glorified in the world for its rich heritage, architecture, art galleries and cultural festivals. Last year, Kolkata's Durga Puja got well-deserved UNESCO Heritage Tag. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in the land of knowledge and wisdom, historically dotted in different time zones and regions by sages, seers, scientists, literary giants, freedom fighters, Nobel laureates, and many more. As first servant of the state, I stand for supreme welfare and betterment of West Bengal, to work tirelessly for reclaiming of its glorious pinnacle standing at independence. I envision West Bengal to script growth story, particularly of eastern part of the country. I vividly recall the words of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi while addressing the plenary session of Indian Chamber of Commerce. PM Modi said, I quote, "What Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow," unquote. The Prime Minister echoed what Gopal Krishna Gokhale had said about Bengal almost a century ago. Ladies and gentlemen, if I flag issues, the wholesome object is to fast-track development of the state. My reflections exemplify my concerns and are in the nature of constructive suggestions. We must ever have accommodation for the other point of view, as more often than not, such point of view turns out to be the correct one. BGBS, an annual feature since 2015, is taking place after interregnum of 3 years due to pandemic COVID menace. It is indeed heartening together that BGBS 6th edition has attracted large number of delegates from within and outside the country. I have every hope and expectation that interaction and deliberations during coming days will bear fruit and help put the state of West Bengal on enhanced incremental growth trajectory. Finding that eastern part of the country, of which West Bengal is a very, very important state, lagging behind on development parameters, Prime Minister Narendra Modi envisioned in 2014 Look East, Act East policy. Act East policy is premised on 4 C's: culture, commerce, connectivity, and capacity building. This focus is bearing fruits and results, with this area benefiting with enhanced connectivity and improved infrastructure. All these, now largely in place, would surely magnetically attract investment and human capital. Prime Minister Modi's vision for the region is Sagar, security for all and growth for all. This is working out as a game changer in the country that has recently seen unprecedented inclusive growth and massive empowerment and uplift of the lot of the vulnerable segments of society. West Bengal, financial hub of eastern part, a strategic border state with enormous potential for development, has to play decisive role under the mature leadership of Honorable the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. I have every hope that with her efforts, the disparity between East and West will be leveled. It will be appropriate for Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to proactively catalyze, and I say so with a lot of hope and expectation, the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to catalyze development bonhomie with all concerned, as it is imperative to distance development from partisan stance. A greater reflection of political spectrum of the state in participation in such ventures would surely be motivationally wholesome. Ladies and gentlemen, West Bengal has intrinsic and cutting-edge advantages that can help it recover its glory of being once a hub of education, business, industry, and allied facilities. Abundance of natural resources such as coal, iron and water, coupled with fertile land, soil, make it ideal and all entities concerned. This would certainly result in geometrical economic leap for the state. Present times offer great opportunity for reclamation of predominant position in state of West Bengal once enjoyed in the Indian economy. Undoubtedly, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, in her third tenure, is eminently qualified to secure the synergical working with the central government, with central government entities, so that in togetherness we march ahead. I am sure the government, as elsewhere in the world, is alive to the need of investment-friendly, wholesome ecosystem in governance. These days, all over the world, it has become a necessity. Because investors invariably look for political stability, democratic governance, transparent, accountable mechanism, and systemic working coupled with peaceful environment and rule of law. West Bengal must work to be a significant part of ongoing script of India's economic rise by credibly exemplifying its commitment to transparent, accountable decision making that is pivoted on systemic and not individualistic functioning. I am sure the government led by experienced Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee would do all it can to ensure these vital elements are amply reflected as ground reality to bolster confidence of the prospective investors. BGBS is bound to provide a rare opportunity, most productive, effective and involved platform to all the participants to know the state, its resources, potential, and avail the opportunity of interaction with fellow participants, entrepreneurs, business tycoons, and industries. The state is bound to gain thereby. In recent years, Indian economy has made its emphatic presence at the global level, and many steps have been taken that have generated confidence in the robust economic strength and democratic governance in the country. The country has seen liberalization and delicensing of economy, increased FDI in infrastructure and business sector, repeal of obsolete laws and inspector laws. The motto, maximum governance, minimum government, has been realized on the ground. I have no doubt that the 6th edition of BGBS will be a great success. One can appreciate the efforts of the Chief Minister that in these challenging times, this is the first major event of this nature, this magnitude, that is taking place in the city of Joy. I am sure the participants will carry sweet memories and a deeply embedded thought that investment has to be made in this state because you need to make such investment given all the elements that are wholesome for investment. There is need for convergence. I wish 6th BGBS a grand success and compliment all those associated with it. First, for holding it at this juncture. And the participation has vindicated, in a sense, their confidence and has indicated COVID, in some sense, is behind us. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Honorable Chief Minister has made a flower for the Honorable Governor. You said that you'll hand it over to Madam. That's wonderful. Well, friends, seamlessly with what the Honorable Governor has said, seamlessly you will see an AV which will capture all the qualities of Bengal that the Honorable Governor has talked about. The AV, please. Friends, you saw exactly how seamlessly what Honorable Governor was saying has been integrated into this EV. Now we come to a very unique event where one of the world's most admired program has been initiated by the Honorable Chief Minister called Lakshmi Bhandar. The AV that follows will speak for itself, and then Honorable Chief Minister will click a button to do something unique. So let us, the AV please, on Lakshmi Bhandar. Yes. Well, friends, now that unusually unique, special beginning, 5 lakh beneficiaries of Lakshmi Bhandar, empowerment of women in the ultimate sense, with a click of a button across the districts of Bengal, 5 lakh beneficiaries, women, heads of household, will get the Lakshmi Bhandar directly into the bank digitally. May I request the Honorable Chief Minister to click this button to give this amazing output for empowering to be able to consume, from which will come industry and investment. Women empowerment is the base. Wonderful. And all district magistrates were online, every one of them hands-on, as the Honorable Chief Minister clicked that button. Now we move to the industrialists, the great investors, to say a few words at this occasion. May I request someone who's, as a conglomerate, has $13 billion US, the largest producer of steel domestically in India today, Sajjan Jindal. May I request you, sir, to make your very important statement today. No. Yeah.
Best globally. It is to regain that glory for which Mamata Didi has been working so tirelessly. If you look closely, the government of West Bengal has consistently evolved its policies and vision to maintain its competitive position. An example of this is the spectrum of recent transformative and future-ready reforms that were ushered into to propel the state's economy. Policy on information and communication technology, logistics park, development and promotion policy, electric vehicle policy 2021 to support the sustainable transportation and creation of future-ready infrastructure hub. These are grassroots and structural reforms that are essential to fuel the state's economy. West Bengal is today the 6th largest economy of our country with $200 billion of GDP, which is equivalent to 15.4 lakh crores. The state has witnessed consistent and positive growth of over 12% compounded over the last decade, and we saw in the AV that even during the pandemic, the state grew at 7.2%. This is in spite of the pandemic, which caused degrowth across most nations and states globally. More importantly, this is an outcome of the state's conducive and pragmatic approach to business. But that alone does not make this land so attractive. A thriving set of industries such as silk, agriculture, steel, power, coal mining, jute, tea and shipbuilding, amongst others, put Bengal on the global map long before and after the British ruled India. The Ganga Delta, along with 10 other major rivers that empties into the Bay of Bengal, is one of world's most fertile regions on the planet. It is rich in minerals and agricultural produce, making West Bengal India's leading producer of food crops such as rice, potatoes, oilseeds and pulses. It is also known for producing 2/3 of India's jute, along with globally sought produce such as tobacco, tea, mango, lychee, pineapple, etc. With several major trading ports and international sea lanes passing through, Bengal is most strategically located for export business to thrive. It is this optimal mix of modern infrastructure, geographical positioning, progressive policy and development of coal sectors, coupled with a population fluent in English, that have thrust West Bengal into a top-tier destination for global investment. From my experience, it is clear that Bengal means business, and proof of this lies in the thousands of delegates who have convened here today for the 6th Bengal Global Business Summit. I see people from different countries and industries here for a common purpose to explore business opportunities, forge partnerships and contribute to Bengal's growth. BGBS has over the years attracted investment proposals amounting to over rupees 12 trillion. I am here today to push that further. In my last Bengal Summit address, I spoke of my interest in investing in the state of Bengal. JSW commissioned a greenfield cement unit near Shalboni, which is now undergoing an enormous expansion. To this accord, I must highlight that our experience of starting up and running an industry here has been seamless and lucrative. We have not lost not even a single man day of operations at our plant due to supply chain, labor or utilities issues. A testament to the pro-business environment that exists here. Before I came, there were so much of naysayers that Bengal, you will have labor trouble, you will have this, but Mamata Didi had assured me on day one that you will not face any problem, and this is a testament of that. Now, to demonstrate my ongoing commitments to West Bengal, we are keenly pursuing a 900 megawatt hydro pump storage project. This will bring clean energy to the state, and we hope to receive this prestigious project through a nomination from the state government. Furthermore, we are exploring the investment of a world-class roll shop here in Kolkata that will cater to the steel industry across India. This will be one of the only roll shops in India run by highly skilled individuals here in Bengal and bring us one step closer to Atmanirbhar Bharat. But in addition to business, I must also highlight how attuned to personal development and upliftment of society this government is. It is through the support of Mamata Didi and her government that the largest temple in the world is being constructed in the state of Bengal, a place called Mayapur, which is not very far from Bengal. And Mamata Didi had given 700 acres of land to this temple precinct to create world's largest temple. So thank you, Didi, for this great service to the Indian. In fact, my wife Sangeeta, who handles our foundation, has repeatedly praised the torchbearers of the state for promoting the development of underprivileged, especially in the area of education, healthcare and skilling. It is to this effect that we chose Rajarahat as the location to set up our modern Bengal museum. To conclude, in spite of the COVID setback, West Bengal has proven its resilience. I have no doubt that under the leadership of Mamata Didi, the Honorable Chief Minister, this state will regain its position in the global order. For those who are new to Bengal Global Summit, it is an ideal platform for forging alliances, cementing partnerships and identifying new and existing opportunities in business. India is already witnessing supply side constraints that are overpowering demand. With the right partnerships, I believe that we together can seize the next phase of growth. On that note, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Chief Minister for her astute leadership and for inviting me to be with you today. Dhanyabad.
Thank you very much, Sachin Bhai. That's a very remarkable statement, a tour de force of Bengal, and your own contribution to the economy already. We now turn to someone who's of our own, has been instrumental in Bengal Global Business Summit from the beginning, Mr. Sanjeev Goenka. You would not perhaps know that his asset base is 54,000 crores. One of us from Kolkata. What a tremendous achievement. Sanjeev bhai.
Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a privilege to be here. To illustrate what the new Bengal is, I'm going to go back a little bit. 11 years ago, there was decadence, there was neglect, there was despair. Many of us who've lived here for centuries were seriously contemplating of shifting base. And then came a new leader with a new vision, with an approach, instilled confidence, inspired investment. 9 years ago, I remember sitting with her in her office in Abanna, and she was sharing with me her vision on her iPad. Her office is, of course, paperless. How she manages to handle and dispose of all the files instantly is quite a marvel. And at that point in time, she talked about the infrastructure she's planning to create. And today, we actually see all that infrastructure having been created. Inspired by her vision, we decided to invest big time in the state. And we invested 22,000 crores over the last few years. And I'm happy to state that we've had a very good experience. The state has been businesslike, the administration has been supportive, and the Chief Minister always inspires. Calcutta is today not only a good place to live in, infrastructure is good, and he messaged her. Half an hour later, the labor problem was resolved. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, there used to be, 70, 80, 90 lakh man days of work being lost. For the last few years, it's zero. You don't hear of any problems. If anyone dares to disrupt production, they are dealt with firmly. In short, ladies and gentlemen, Bengal is not only in business, Bengal means business. Come, invest, and enjoy the benefits of investing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sanjeev ji. Now we turn to someone, completely different sector. Someone, as you know, has a 3 lakh crore market capitalization. But what is more important to me and to all of us is, in terms of philanthropic activity for the common people and the poor, they have invested, they have donated from the family, 10 times more than any other company, according to studies that maybe you have to find that out. 18,000 crores in philanthropy, aside from 3 lakh crores market capitalization. My pleasure to invite Executive Chairman of Wipro, Mr. Rishad Premji.
Respected Governor, respected Chief Minister, Dr. Mitra, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to speak at the inaugural session of the Bengal Global Business Summit, and I would like to thank Dr. Mitra for extending me the opportunity to do so. You know, my family's connection to West Bengal goes back nearly 2 centuries. The connection was first forged in the late 19th century when my great-grandfather, Hashim Premji, built a successful business of rice import with Rangoon, Kolkata and Bombay as the nerve centers of the trade at the time. This is the business that my grandfather, Mr. Muhammad Hussain Premji, stepped into and ran for almost a decade before he founded Western India Vegetable Products in December 1945. That company is now known globally as Wipro. When Wipro was still a very small company, we recruited some of our key management personnel from the earliest batches of IIM Calcutta. When it diversified into information technology in 1980, we set up a regional office on the 20th floor of the Chatterjee International Building. One of the buyers of our Series 86 product, India's first ever multi-user mini computer, was Shaw Wallace & Company. We helped them build a financial accounting product. Later, we won a significant order from the Calcutta Metropolitan Development Authority in a project that was funded by the World Bank. We won an order for rupees 25 lakhs in 1982, a princely sum in those days, and it was one of Wipro's largest orders. We have long gotten out of the computer hardware business, but our association with West Bengal has grown from strength to strength. Today we have a large 16-acre IT campus in Salt Lake City, where we employ nearly 11,000 people. We support the digital operations of a number of our global marquee customers in industries like high-tech, pharma, consumer electronics, to name just a few. We have also bought an additional space of 50 acres in Rajarat that will form an important part of our future growth strategy, where we will begin the project planning immediately and start construction in the next few months. I must compliment the West Bengal government for their utmost focus to grow the IT industry in the state, by not only providing the right policy environment, but also a very liberal, transparent,